Blast and Furious!
Today we're going to be looking at Dark Blast Zone. And you get him with the Dark Edition, which was an exclusive, at least here in the US, to GameStop. And he looks exactly the same for the most part, except that his armor is black and silver as opposed to the black and orange. And because it's black and silver, his body really does show up quite a bit more. The orange flaming body. It doesn't look as translucent. But it's the exact same pose. I actually have the other one right over here. And if I went ahead and actually took a look at the bodies themselves, his body actually looks to be the same color. I thought the original was a little more translucent, but no, it's just because of the bronze color of the armor just kind of, I guess kind of blends in with the orange body. But it really does stand out a lot more on the dark version. But other than that, the exact same pose. Which one do I like better? Just looking at the figures themselves, I like the black one better, the black and silver. Maybe black and like a real gold, like a yellowish gold would have been cool, but I'll settle for black and silver. The original looked fine as well. Now he is a rocket type, just like the original. So when you get to the rocket challenges in-game, this will be one of the bases you'll want. He is swappable, just like his non-dark counterpart. But let's go ahead, we'll throw him on the portal, and let's go take a look to see if all his skills and particle effects are the same. I assume they will be. There might be a slight difference in starting stats, but they're so small generally that it really doesn't matter. I think the only real difference is the aesthetics. Which one do you like better? But anyway, let's go put him on the portal and check him out. Hello everybody, we are back in Swap Force, so let's go ahead and take a look. This is Dark Blast Zone, as you can see his name right there. And he looks exactly like Blast Zone, except his coloring is a little different. Now his basic attacks, let's line them up, get rid of the sheep. Do the exact same amount of damage and they look the same, don't they? So hits for 28, and his charged attack, hitting for 35, so it does the exact same. So let's go ahead and see if his stats are the same. Alright, Dark Black Zone, his stats are 290 health, 43 speed, 24 armor. His crit is 7 and elemental power. Well, again, it says 91, but you got to take into consideration 66 of that is from all the other Skylanders we've added. So I think he's the exact same. You'll have to go back and take a look at the other video and to compare them to make sure, but they look exactly the same to me. So let's go ahead and take a look at his skills. And this is the skill you start off with. Bomb throw. Press Y to throw a bomb at enemies. Pretty basic. Let's go check out the next one. Flame breath. Hold X while turning to increase a wall of fire that damages nearby enemies. Alright, so you can basically make a circle of fire around you. Next up we have power bombs. Press Y to throw bombs that do increased damage. Okay, so increase the damage of your bombs. And next up is Sticky Bomb. Hold Y to charge a bomb. Release to throw a timed sticky bomb. Alright, so you can throw that on people and run like hell. So we'll go ahead, we'll take a look at his soul gem. Bomb Party. New armor enhancements allow 2 bombs to be thrown at once. That actually sounds pretty good. Probably something I might even actually save up for to get. Depending on what his upgrades are like here in the fork. But let's go ahead and look at the top half. Flaming bombs. Bombs catch fire when they pass through the firewall created by flame breath, dealing increased damage in an area. Ooh. So if you take the time to make your flame wall from flame breath and throw a bomb through it, they do increased damage. In an area that actually might be really good. I don't know, it sounds like too much of a setup for me to actually really care about doing it. But if you're playing maybe two of the same character, it might be worth it. One guy can just constantly keep putting the firewall up. But anyway, we'll see when we check it out. Next up we have Fired Up. Flaming bombs do even more damage in a larger area. So it definitely sounds like something I want to check out. So let's go look at the bottom half. Bring a fire. Creating a full circle with flame breath causes a massive explosion. Ooh. So I wonder if it's going to be something similar to what Flame Slinger gets, but maybe instead of just being that column, you get like an outward explosion. Again, something I'm really interested in checking out, so I'm glad we actually have 2 of this guy. Next up, we have Ring Blast. Ring of Fire does increased damage and in a larger area. Ooh, definitely want to check that out. So we're going to have to level these guys up pretty quick. Luckily, they're my son's favorites, so we will. So the skill you start off with is Rocket Dash. Hold A to dash around with Rocket Boots. So the first upgrade you get is Ready for Blast Off. Hold A to charge a Rocket Dash and deal damage to nearby enemies. Okay. This was doing damage. So I guess you charge up, maybe you do damage to nearby enemies as you blast off. That's what it sounds like. We'll have to try it out and see. It shouldn't take that long to get that one. Next up, we have Armor Plating. Armor is increased, hot off the steel presses. All right. So I love stuff that just a flat static increase. Just boom. Here's an increase in damage. Boom. Here's an increase in armor. I just like stuff like that. But anyway, Fuel for the Fire. Hold A to dash. Dashing now lasts as long as A is held. Oh, that sounds really good. So you get increased armor. Dashing does more damage. Well, it doesn't do more damage. It looks like it hits people when you first blast off. Let's go ahead and look at the Soul Gem. Hot Feet. A fire trail is left behind while dashing that damages enemies. Okay, so if you can get them to run through the fire. Now, I assume it doesn't last forever. But it's going to be something I want to look at anyway. So let's go ahead and we'll look at the top half of the fork. Heat Wave. A rocket-fueled fireball is shot out at the end of a dash. Huh. So it looks like it's being shot out forward. So that could be kind of cool where it kind of basically just gives you a little extra reach. But we'll try it out. Next up is Tempered Fire. A more powerful heat wave is shot out at the end of dashing. Ooh, I like that. And we'll check out the bottom one here. Flamed. A fiery aura appears after dashing, which damages any nearby enemies. Ooh, that could be really good. Dash into a group of them and let them burn. Next up, even more powerful fire aura appears at the end of dashing. Well, that's kind of a hard decision. Well, like I said, luckily we have 2, so we can get them both. I'm kind of liking this bottom one right now. So as you can see, all his skills are the same as the regular counterpart. So if you have a choice to get either one, I guess it really comes down to which one you think actually looks cooler in game. I personally like the black and silver. And I guess technically it is a little bit rarer than the regular counterpart, but it's all up to you. But anyway, as always, make sure you give this a thumbs up if you enjoyed the video and you found it informative. And don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss when we upload new videos. As always, I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.